As we have loaded our dataset in the Python environment, now we have to separate labels and features so that we can give this data to our model that will learn from the features and labels. So we will have to separate this out. Now, in the previous lectures, we have discussed that these three columns are going to be our features and marks scored is going to be our label. We want to find how much annual marks has the student scored. To separate this data out, I have this code to specify the features of our model. Now, what it is doing, I am giving the data, that is the variable that I created for my data frame here. Data is equal to pd.read excel and so on. And within that, I have given the column names that I want as my features. Now, these are the column names and these should be exactly same. Otherwise, Python will throw us a error. In this program, I have mentioned the study hours, marks in previous grade, and class performance out of 10. These three are the column. Once I will run this cell, my variable has defined. After that, I can see my this data as this. Now features look like this. See that there are only three columns: study hours, marks in previous grade, and class performance out of 10. And this is what we wanted as our features. Now, labels. You notice that we have multiplied our labels with 100. Like in the first line of code, it is simple. Again, we are specifying our column name that we want as our label. And after that, we are multiplying it by 100. Why? Because in the real dataset, we see that our labels are in point format, they are in decimal. Like 75% is converted into 0.75, 72% is converted into 0.72, and so on. So doing that step, multiplying it by 100 will give us the original values. I will show you. Now I will print label, and okay, before it was throwing me an error because I didn't run this cell. So when I run this, after that it is not throwing me an error. So our marks without multiplying by 100 looks like this: marks scored. Now see, it is not very logical that a student has performed 0.75% in his exam or 0.94% in his exam. So that's why we have multiplied it by 100. Now let me print out the final label and let's see how it will look like. Okay, great. Now, as we can see that 0.75 is converted into 75, 0.94 is converted into 94, and each value is multiplied by 100. So we have our original data set, and now we have predictions in the same format.